10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy Friday, everybody. We finally made it. The week is over. And what a week it's been. There's actually a lot that's been going on this week. I've been so surprised. So how you doing, Ninja Guy? I've got, of course, as always, Ninja Guy's here. And we've got our special host, Aswe. How are you guys both doing today?
Great, thanks, John.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
good. So what have you guys been up to lately this week?
Yeah, so I'll start.
Yeah.
This week I've been playing a lot of Transformers. Santa Stadia has been very kind to us and have given us some great games. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Transformers Battlegrounds since
Hmm.
December 1st.
Yeah.
I've been loving it. It's a great game. Really like it. And other than that, I've been trying 9 to 5. I was able to get into a few match, and I'm very excited for that. I've been mentioning it for
Nice.
the last 2 weeks now. But yeah, as you might have noticed, I'm very excited for it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's
about it for me.
That's awesome. How about you, Aswe? What have you been up to this week since last Friday, I suppose?
Yeah. Thanks for having me back. It's
Sure.
been a crazy week, and I've been bouncing games everywhere. So I was focused on Blue Fire for a while, trying to
Nice.
get
Hmm.
that one out of the way. But December 1st happened.
Yep.
So I tried Foreclosed, which is pretty
Yep.
good.
Mm.
Also did Wreckfest. Tried out Wreckfest. Then also this morning picked up Chorus, which I wanted to play a little more. I dabbled in it a bit,
Hmm.
and I saw you streamed it, which was
Yep.
excellent.
Yeah.
But I haven't been settling on a game. Like this week was rough. So at one point I was like I wasn't having it with Blue Fire. Lots of rage quits.
Hmm.
So I
Really?
settled on the Dark Side Detective and did about 5 of those cases, which was just what I needed for this week.
Yeah, for sure. Like I love the light humor and the dark side detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely an excellent choice to help calm you down and from Blue Fire because yeah, even though it's a great game, there can, like you mentioned, is just get frustrating at times with the timing, the jumping, and the puzzles and things
It's
like
so
that. So
precise.
yes, yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know.
So
I never
yeah,
played the game
yeah,
yet, so I have to.
yeah.
That
Oh,
kind of piques my interest. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
actually, I think you would like that, Ninja
Yeah.
Guy. I think because
definitely.
it's a nice challenge there, and like as we was saying, very precise jumping and getting the right angles of the camera and things like that. So that would be great. I'd love to see you play and stream that because I know
Yeah.
you're
I'll
really
put that
great
in
at
my
those difficult
backlog.
games. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Add
for
it to the
sure.
pile.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
What about
And
you,
as
John?
my yeah, so myself, I again Wreckfest having some troubles with the multiplayer in Wreckfest. So hopefully that's working out sometime soon here. Transformers as well. Ninja Guy X and I are at some
Yeah.
point we're gonna play
Yeah.
some arcade mode on Transformers and stream that. Again, Chorus this morning. I played some Heist Simulator as well. I'm going to stream that tomorrow. Farming Simulator 22 and a few other games that I can't mention, non-Stadia related, but yeah. So it's just been a busy week, and especially today has been very busy Stadia news-wise and things like that. So happy to be here with everybody here and talking about all the Stadia news and things going on in the community, and we've got some giveaways too. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move. We're going to move right in to the news because we have a lot of stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat there. I see a ton of people. Thank you so much for your support. Exception, Miss T22, Rebecca, Danny, Granite, Improv Joe, Daniel's White's there, Ex Predator, Ian, Zarena. Oh my gosh, there's so many
Wow.
Mark exact like
That's
thank you
crazy.
everybody so much. We really do appreciate the extremists, mostly Martinez, Bruce with exclamation mark waffle. Not yet, Bruce. And Ray is here. So many people. If I miss calling your name, I'm so sorry, but we love all your support and thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's bring this up here, and I'm actually going to make it full screen here for us. Okay. So the very first thing that we want to talk about here is we're giving away 2 Stadia games total. So one to each winner. There's going to be 2 people that win it, and it's a Stadia game of your choice. So in order to enter, I tweeted this out yesterday, and we've had quite an amazing response to it. NinjaGuy X is going to post the link into the chat, and all you have to do is respond to this tweet with what game you want and tag somebody else. We've gathered up a list of people that responded, but we're actively watching it and adding to the list here. And we will be giving away these 2 games to 2 lucky winners here about halfway through the show. So here's your chance now. If you haven't already entered, go ahead and enter. You've got to be present to claim your prize. We're going to add everybody's name to the big old wheel. Let me see if I can find it on my screen here. Look, the wheel of names. We've already got like a ton of people. We'll go back, and right before the drawing, we'll go ahead and add everybody, any of the new entries there, and we'll give 2 lucky people are going to be able to get a Stadia game of their choosing. And that is all compliments of our good friend Jack DeSlip. Thank you so much, Jack. He's graciously donated those prizes to Stadium Connect North. So a big shout out to Jack. And also, Jack has donated another prize that we're giving away. As you can see, the bot is advertising. We're giving away the Play and Watch Google TV kit. So that means you get the Chromecast with Google TV, you get the Stadia controller, and you're going to get the add-on of the network Ethernet adapter for that. Jack's donated that prize as well. So in order to enter for that contest, you're just going to type !raffle, hit enter, and you will see the bot will respond with your name being entered into the raffle. Now, of course, if you win the games giveaway, then you're not eligible to win the other giveaway for the Play and Watch promotion giveaway here. So, just to keep things fair for everybody.
And just a side note, if you are on my channel, make sure to go on John's channel to participate. You have to type !raffle on John's channel and not mine.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And that's just youtube.com/4scarsgaming. And then you can enter on that on my channel here. All right. So you can see we've got a ton of tabs. I'm going to go ahead and close that one, and we'll start with the first bit of news. So earlier this week here, like the last day of November, our good friend Stadia TV posted a video about the upcoming games in December and the Stadia Pro games. Well, sure enough, Stadia community noticed Handy Games here responded, and they have a little response here that piqued the interest of many people, including everybody here on our panel. It says, "You think that's all? Mwahaha." So we're like, what the heck's going on? And you could see that, there's lots of people or stuff on there has responded back in Germany, or I'm not sure exactly what they're saying. And there's lots of people, oh, interesting. And so basically, Handy Games has been teasing that there's going to be another announcement. We know that One Hand Clapping is coming, like the final version is coming December 14th. So people thought, oh, is it One Hand Clapping? And they're like, no, it's not One Hand Clapping. So, we're all thinking about, oh, what's going on? What's going on? So today, I wake up and 6 o'clock this morning Eastern, I got a press email. Oh, okay. So I look at those every day here, and all throughout the day they come, and it says Scarf, a beautifully crafted 3D platform coming on Christmas. I'm like, oh, wow, this looks cool. Well, sure enough, too, look at that. There's the Stadia logo. And I was like,
Ooh.
holy mackerel. So I woke up maybe about an hour and a half after I got this email. So I, of course, one of the first things I do after I get up, have breakfast and take my pills and all that good stuff and get ready for the day, is head on over to the Discord. And I was like, oh, I know what the game that Handy Games was talking about. Has anybody mentioned it yet? And everyone on Discord was like, no, we haven't mentioned nothing yet. And I said, well, it's Scarf. And so, of course, we talked about this, shared it. I tweeted it out as well. Here we go. Scarf is coming. And then there was a trailer. And people are like, oh, this is awesome. Look, and I even tweeted the picture. And then we won't talk about that yet. So anyways, So we're looking at it here and we see, it's coming December 23rd, Steam, Stadia. And we were all hyped up as we was like, yes, this looks awesome. And then as we noticed, I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to bring it up over here. So as we noticed that right around 8:00 Eastern time, the developers were streaming the game. They were doing a playthrough, like a sneak peek of Scarf here, and we're all watching it and all excited. And I added that to my tweet as well, that developers are playing, and people from the community started coming in and mentioning Stadia. And as we was talking about Stadia as well, and as they kind of said, like, they were shocked at, like, where did you find that info, right? Like, wasn't that like their initial response?
Yeah. So they started saying that we don't know, we haven't heard anything of that. It's coming to all the PC platforms of Steam, GOG, and anything on PC. So I reached out via Twitter and then via Discord as well. And then the Discord group started, asking me questions, and I showed them the press release, and they, well, John, you can tell the rest.
Yeah. So we're looking at it here in the press release, and I had tweeted out as well, again about this, and sure, lo and behold, look at this. Handy Games, they responded to my tweet here. We made a mistake. Scarf is not going to release on Stadia on December 23rd. So now listen to this carefully. The release date only applies to PC platforms. We apologize for this, but we can promise some awesome Stadia news on Monday. So now what they're saying here is not that Scarf isn't coming to Stadia. What they're saying is that Scarf isn't going to release on Stadia on December the 23rd. And they've even went back and edited the trailer, the press site. They took the Stadia logo out of all that stuff here. So my take on it, based upon my experience and what I've dealt with over the years, is someone made a boo-boo. And they released the news early before it was supposed to be officially announced. So it looks like Monday that Handy Games is going to make an announcement. I'm assuming it's, again, based upon what I think here, it's going to be about Scarf. Hopefully that it's coming to Stadia maybe sooner, or maybe even like it could be early 2022. But regardless, there was a lot of flurry back and forth about the news. And so right now we know that Scarf isn't coming to Stadia on December 23rd. And that's all we know for sure. So we'll be on the lookout Monday for some news from Handy Games. And, it's had a chance to watch them play it. And I posted, some pictures here, whatnot. And it really looks awesome. So I really hope that this is coming to Stadia here. It would be awesome if it was a pro game. Maybe a surprise pro game that we kind of thought. We talked about that on Discord. I don't know. Maybe not. But we can open that up to the open mic a little bit later in the stream and see what people think, based upon the information. So, that was a flurry of news, at least all this morning, like our roller coaster of emotions of back and forth of, yes, like this is awesome, it's coming. And then, oh no, is it not? Or is it early or whatever? But anyways, regardless, we're getting news from them on Monday. So
yeah, and Zarina here in the chat agrees with you. She says maybe the news on Monday will be a confirmed Stadia release date. So
yeah.
I
I really
speculate.
Yeah, I really think so because in order for them to go as far as add the Stadia logo to the banners and had it on the thumbnail of the trailer and things like that, like I that would be a super huge mistake. I just think it was just like somebody like released it early and they weren't supposed to. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
it can be coincidental, right? There's going to be
yeah.
something eventually.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like they don't make that mistake. Like you would never
Yeah.
say, "Oh, it's coming to Stadia," and then it never is. Like go to as far as like to create those graphics because someone had to have been told, "We want you to put this graphic here," and then it would have to been approved and go through a process, right? So many people would have saw this and approved it before it went live. It's not just one person show that said, "Oh, hey, let's just throw Stadia on there," and it is so. Anyways, we're going to move on. We could talk about that later at the open mic. Lots of discussion around that. So next, we are going to talk about. There's some more game announcements. These ones are official this time from Stadia themselves. The Jackbox Party Pack 7. So we just got 8 on Stadiaversary a couple of weeks ago, November 19th. Now we're getting actually it came out a little bit before that, but anyways,
Just
we
before.
got yeah, so we got it like 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. Now we're getting let's see here, Jackbox Party Pack 7. So a 7 here, it shows of course, like different games in here. There's 5 new games. What's it? Quiplash 3, the Say Anything 3-quill Quiplash, so 3 to 8 players. And what I love about the Jackbox games is like only, one person owns the game and then everyone else can join in. All they have to do is have a browser, go to jackbox.tv, enter a code, and they can play along. And so, this is really cool. It's a head-to-head battle of the wits as you give hilarious responses to quirky prompts while everyone votes for their favorite. That's one of the games there. The Devil's in the Details, another party game here, of course, right? 3 to 8 players. Bring you and your friends together as you play as a family or friendly devils who move from the underworld to average suburban neighborhood. Can you handle the daily torture of human life? So that looks, looks pretty funny here. And again, always, it's going to be fun when you're playing with friends. There's Champed Up. I won't go through the details of everything, but you could see here all these animations. Looks pretty cool. Talking points, uh, blather around. So just more great party games to play coming to Stadia. And that's coming December the 7th. So today is the 3rd of recording the show. Yeah, so that's Tuesday, right? That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
I guess we're getting like a game on Tuesday. We're getting a game on
Mhm.
Wednesday with 9 to 5
Yeah.
on December 8th. Then they keep releasing
Wow.
games lately, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So has anybody here played the Jackbox Party Pack 7 before?
they seem
I,
to be
I
releasing backwards too. Eh? Maybe in a few weeks we'll be getting 6.
mm, I
So
don't know. Like I mean, obviously 7 came out before 8, but just the way that we're getting it on Stadia. I don't know. As we have you played
I
this
haven't I
before?
haven't played 7 or 8, but the Quiplash 3 was in one of the older ones, or like just
Mm-hmm.
Quiplash. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what they've added to it, but the Quiplash games are basically an equivalent to like a Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
But you get to kind of write your own prompt. So they give you a prompt, you put in your answers, and then they take the two and they put them head to head. But
Nice.
Oh,
everyone's just got
nice.
random prompts, and then the rest of the people vote on which one they think is the best or funniest, and that's a go-to one. So
Mhm.
probably we'll be picking that up at some point, especially over the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So especially if that Quiplash is on there, because every time we've played any Jackbox, I think I have the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
Quiplash is always the one we end off with because everyone's
Nice.
everyone's already been having a little more fun than usual with the drinks and ready to just kind of spew off any sarcasm that comes out of their mouth.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know that I streamed, played the Jackbox Party Pack 8 a couple of times, played it with my family as well. We had a blast. And I've loved the Jackbox games ever since they were on PC long time ago. So it's awesome to see more of these games coming to Stadia. And, I see in the chat there, Zorena's like, I wonder what the price would be for 7. I don't know. That would be interesting to find out. I don't know on other platforms what the pricing is for it currently, but I would assume along the same lines as what 8 is. Maybe it's a little bit cheaper. Would be awesome if it eventually at some point came to Pro as well. I could see that being really doing really good, especially with the new model for the way developers get money on Pro. That would be awesome. So I guess we'll see. We only have a couple more days here, Tuesday, and we'll definitely know what the price is. And then moving along here, this is another surprise announcement of our game here from our good friends at Koei Tecmo Games. So they previously only have one game on Stadia, and it came out at launch. So it's good to see that there's more games from them coming. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. So it did mention that, again, I got a press release on this as well, that the game is coming to other platforms February 2022, but coming to Stadia a little bit later. So it looks like this is probably something that they've just worked with Koei to get the game to come to Stadia. So it may be a couple of months later that it comes to it. But again, awesome, more games for the platform, and this is really, it sounds really cool here. I'll just briefly read a few of the things here. It says a new release in the Empire series featuring a mix of thrilling action and country capturing simulation. Experience the human drama of the Three Kingdoms in a way only empires can provide. Fight exciting castle sieges and manipulate the country's politics. Welcome to the Empire's experience. So we can see here, look at this, like play as the 94, let me see if I can pronounce this right, Muso officers who appear in Dynasty Warriors 9, as well as all 700 common officers. Oh, thank you so much, Paul. Mr. Bayram Plays, thank you for becoming a member of the Gaming Scarmy. Really do appreciate that, Paul. And so let's see here. We're still got lots of news. So this sounds awesome. And it might not hit the exact same time in February on Stadia, but it's coming to Stadia as well, and just another genre of games.
Exactly. I was going to mention that, but it's very important to know that this is a new genre that we don't have, right?
Stadia.
And they've been talking about expanding on genre, so it's very, very exciting. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. Okay. So we're moving on to some more news here. Rainbow Six Siege. It's actually started yesterday. So it's going on this weekend from December the 2nd to December the 6th at 11. It's going to stop at 11 a.m. Pacific. And what's different about this is that all the other free play weekends for Rainbow Six Siege has required a pro subscription. This doesn't. This is open to anybody. So anybody can play Rainbow Six Siege for free this weekend, all the way up until Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific. And you can create a Stadia account just by you're going to go it says right here, this is on my blog, fourscarsgaming.com, and you click on this page here where I have it highlighted, and you can see it brings you to this here, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and you can play it. You don't have to if you don't have an account, you don't have to have a credit card. You can just create your account and go right on, and it tells you about the game here. This is really good to see, and this is an experiment they're doing. So I'm hoping that this was going to be the norm going forward, that, maybe like once a month we see these free play weekends for everybody on Stadia. That would be fantastic. Like, I would love to see this. This is such an awesome idea. And right around, this is the holidays here. So look, and you've got the FAQs here on what you need. Do I need a controller? All this good stuff. So this is awesome. I really like what I'm seeing here, and hopefully they'll continue to do this in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go on here. And then, so I'll go back here. We also have some other news. Creta, which was the other tab there we'll go to here shortly. The Strength and Sorcery Battle Pass launched. This was a couple of days ago on Stadia. It's free. And from now on, all the creative battle passes are going to be free on Stadia, which is awesome. I played Krata when it first came out, played it for a little bit, and I know like even I think Brian at the Nerf Report, he made a level, and I think he actually won some money for that too. But it looks like they've added quite a bit to Krata since I've last played it, and seeing that these battle passes now are coming free is awesome. So really looking forward to that. Trying out Krata here and seeing what I'm not much of a designer myself, but I like to play other people's levels, right? So I'm really interested to see what people have been up to as well. Other news here: Doom Eternal, the Series 7 cosmetic pack. If you missed the in-game Thanksgiving event for the U.S. Thanksgiving that was last week, you can grab. There's 12 cosmetic items, including the character and weapon skins, and all that good stuff. It's $9 US for those. And of course, today, Chorus came out. $39.99 US. Here in Canada, it was $53.99. Usually it's about $10 more than the US, but for whatever reason, this particular release was a little bit more, but it was only a couple of dollars. So regardless, I bought it anyways.
Rip off.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some people complaining.
Yeah.
And something else interesting here is the feature update. So it adds a filter for the Stadia blog posts on the Explore feed. So this is awesome on web and mobile, that now you can find the blog posts easier on the Explore feed. And if I go here, let me see if we can bring it up here just to show. We're going to go to Explore. Come on. Okay, so here we go. And in this post here, we're going to be able to... I've got like a ton of tabs open, so I'm sure that's not helping it. Look here, and we can now filter blog posts. So a nice, easy, clean, concise way to be able to get the blog posts, if you don't follow on Reddit or Twitter or any of that good stuff.
It's a very nice feature, and I really like when they improve on the Explore tab, because it's very cool. It's very, a community directed kind of.
I'm hoping that they'll give us the option here soon to be able to leave comments and things like that as well. So that would be awesome. Thank you so much, Serena, for the super chat. Appreciate that. And also, I saw earlier Ian's on his 3-month Scarmiversary that he's been a member. Thank you so much. I had to think of that one right off the top of my head. Thank you so much, everybody. I keep hearing some noises in the background here. I'm not sure. It's a little delayed on my end here with all that's going on, but thank you so much, everybody. Really, really do appreciate that. So here's Krata again. Just a little bit a video that they released here on it as well, and for the battle pass to play Strength and Sorcery. Oh, that was what I heard that noise was. That was Joe. He's on his 3-month Scarmiversary as well. There we go. Look at that. Nice. OMG, Joe. How you doing? And so this looks cool. Check out Krata again. Strength and Sorcery Battle Pass free. And all the ones in the future are going to be free on Stadia as well.
Cool.
Yeah. So next here we had a surprise release. So Blaze was originally supposed to come out. Blaze and the Monster Machines, Axle City Racers, from our good friends at Outright Games. Anybody that if you know me, I love Outright Games, and I'm just a big kid at heart, anyways. But so Blaze was announced for Stadia, and it came out on other platforms in October, but mysteriously nothing on Stadia, because I had played it at a media event for Outright Games in September and talked with the developers, and they assured me it was coming. So we reached out to Outright Games, and they mentioned, well, it's been delayed. Well, I hadn't heard anything since, and all of a sudden we get a stealth release here. So Blaze and the Monster Machines Axle City Racers is out now on Stadia. This is a game. It's based off of a series to a cartoon and whatnot. It's for the 3 to 7 year old uh, age group, and it's actually pretty cool. When I was talking with a developer here, they said they worked with the people that developed the cartoon, and it's very recognizable, easy controls as well, and you can see it's just like good old fashioned fun. So great for the little ones, and for those achievement hunters out there that want to get probably easy 100 like me, this will be a nice game. There you go, look at that, for all ages, big and small, 3 to 45 or 99, however you want to be. But yeah, so that was awesome, and a nice little surprise from our friends at Outright Games. So we got Transformers on Pro and
Yeah.
Blaze to be able to purchase as well. I know there's more games coming from them, so it is awesome.
Mark
So-
Selly on the chat says more kart racing game, please. Absolutely.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So they've got another game coming out. Help me with the name, guys.
Oh,
We
it's
talked
Fast and
about it
Furious,
earlier.
right?
Yes,
Oh,
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, the spy
Yep.
races. Yeah.
Yep. So, and that is totally awesome. That game is really good. I think people will enjoy that. It's geared towards the older audience. Definitely the Mario Kart vibes to that.
Yes.
And we have another Scarmiversary here. Holy mackerel, everybody! Zorana, 3-month Scarmiversary. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yay,
I really
Zorana.
do appreciate all your support. It's so awesome. Thank you. And of course, we're talked about Chorus. I streamed it earlier today. It's really good. They've done a really good job with the game. There's 2 modes. There's a performance and a high frame rate. And for me, there's no question about it. The high frame rate mode is just miles ahead of the other mode, performance mode. Playing at 60 frames a second and then switching over to the 4K 30, which it appears to be, is just like, once I have the 60 there and I have that option,
Mhm.
it's definitely worth it in my opinion, especially on this game. There's not a huge difference in the graphic quality, but the jump in the frame rate to me is well worth it. And we kind of talked a little bit about that on the stream as well, and that could be another discussion for our open mic here later on in the show about, do you play, if given the option, do you play either at a higher resolution in 30 frames a second or a lower resolution in higher frames per second?
Yeah, good,
It's
good
inter-
subject for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's interesting to see people's answers on that, and of course, there's no right or wrong. It's all personal preference. So yeah, I really I really enjoyed Chorus here, and I definitely, as I mentioned it in my the stream here, it reminded me of a game in the '90s on PC called Descent, and it was a 3D
Oh my God, yes.
shooter. Yeah, it's just I have like the first initial vibes is Descent because you can move all around and you can get disoriented too, but the way games are now, because I remember when I first played Descent in the '90s on PC, I was like, holy crap, I don't even know where I'm going because you could move fully 3D and it was so foreign at the time. But now we've got to come accustomed to that. And yeah, this is great. Like, I love where you can move your ship, you can maneuver it, and you can search and hunt around and things like that. So it's really good. And if you like these type of games where like your battle in space and things like that with a good story, open world, uh Chorus is plays good. It's fantastic. I had a fun time. I'm gonna be
Nice.
playing more of it later tonight after we finish the show.
Yeah, so it released today. It's now available in the Stadia store. So if you guys
Mhm.
are interested at what you're seeing, then yeah, go for it for sure. It's
Now,
great.
also remember too, we're running the contest, right? So
Mhm.
if you enter the contest and you get randomly selected, you can choose any Stadia game that you want and it's yours. So if you want Chorus, now's your chance. All you have to do is respond to the tweet that we posted earlier in the show here, letting us know what game you want, tag a friend, and shortly here, we'll be picking a winner. So good luck to everybody.
There you go. I just posted
All
the
right.
contest again for you
Perfect.
guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now we're moving on again. There was the Stadia app updated this week. And also, as part of that update, there's a revamped search feature and streamed login. So our good friends at 9 to 5 Google did a teardown, and they've also have Kyle did an article here talking about the app and the update and what they saw in there. And they spotted again the search option as it's version 3.44 of the Stadia app. And they got some pictures here too. You can see it shows up here and comes into the option. And I know a couple of people on Discord this morning, I think it's popped up for you, Death
Yes.
Alive as well.
Yeah.
For me, as usual, it hasn't. I'm like one of the last for the
Yeah.
features to pop up.
Me neither.
Did you
though.
get
It's
it?
not there. No, I don't have it
No,
yet.
you don't
Really?
have it yet? Yeah, no.
I figured it would just be John who'd be last.
Yeah, usually I get it pretty early. Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, this time
yeah.
around, I'm going to check back right now. But no,
Yeah.
no luck.
Yeah, but what was surprising also is even the 9 to 5 Google gents were surprised how quickly this turned around, because they usually do the teardown and then it comes out maybe a few weeks later, but this has been rolling out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I see
true.
in the chat, Mark Sally just got the new search, so it's rolling out here. And then here again is the streamlined login, which it looks is just making things easier, and it's great. I know, like I see from time to time on Reddit and on Twitter and on social media is about people signing up for Stadia, and it's the whole credit card, having to use a credit card to sign up. And sure, there's workarounds, like you could just search for one of the games like Destiny 2 and create your account that way, but not everybody knows that. So I think this is the start of them taking away that requirement for the credit card that we see here with Rainbow Six Siege, and then the streamlined login here as well. So again, it's great. Like they're making, Google's listening, they're watching, they hear what we say, they know what we want. They're every average day Joe's just like us, and things will come slowly but surely. They're on their way, and it's great to see this come to fruition and right in front of our eyes here. All righty, so this is something else awesome. As you know, our good friend Tom, the Falconer, he's an awesome person. I know, NinjaGuy, you've talked to him a couple of times. He's been on your streams. You've interviewed him, all that stuff.
Such a nice guy, man. Like,
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
good supporter of Stadia and everything. Yeah.
And very down to earth, just a normal guy that
Yeah.
you could sit and he doesn't give you any bull crap. Like he tells you exactly what he thinks. So
Mhm.
this is great to see that the Falconer is nominated for the Labor of Love Award on Steam. So that is awesome. It's great to hear Tom there. And if we go over on Steam, let's go ahead and close this out here, and you can vote for the Falconer and the Steam Awards. So it's awesome. Yeah, Labor of Love. And again, Falconer was developed by him. One person made that entire game. And I know, like NinjaGuy X, like you went through that game from start to finish. You uncovered everything, even came across a bug, talked with him. They got the bug fixed. And yeah, like we all said, like he's a really awesome dude. And Tom deserves all the love that that we can give him for sure. Yeah. All righty. So we're moving on over here. You can see the tabs. The tabs are closing down here,
They're
right?
getting smaller.
So the next thing is Bibbidi Bob, Stadia member here, noticed that inside when you're using the browser, you now get tips under the connection, and it's talking about here using 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi if available, or use Ethernet. So we also saw someone on Reddit posted that too. Here's a little better screenshot as well. And again, you can see here where it's talking about 5 gigahertz. So these are great little troubleshooting tips, just general quality of life improvements to the Stadia interface overall that makes it easier for everybody to use and help diagnose the problems. So I see in the chat here, Exception said he had a survey from Google about connection tips. So that's good. You know, they're reaching out to people, listening and making changes as well. So it's awesome again to hear and to see that. So I'm going to close this. We're going to close this from Bibbidi Bop and Grime. Grime, I love one of my favorite games this year on any platform. Metroidvania. They're the developers are working on new content for Grime. So there's new bosses and new abilities. NinjaGuy X, refresh my memory. Have you played Grime yet?
I did play a little bit, maybe just 1 hour.
A little bit?
Yeah,
Oh.
I need to play more. It's a very good game.
Yeah, this seems like another game that I think you would do awesome at. Just because you're great at those games that are difficult and challenging.
Yeah.
It's
for me, like I like a linear experience when it comes to hard game. Like I really like going one way, right? And this is why I didn't play much of Grime yet, because it's a very big Metroidvania, right? Same thing with Control. Control, it's very Metroidvania-like, and these seems to be getting less of my attention for some reason.
Yeah, I can understand, because when playing Grime 2, I was like, I was for sure. I was stuck, and I was like, I went all over the map. I had nowhere to go. And sure enough, you go back and you start searching, and oh, well, how did I ever miss this? Right? Like you think of like the most obscure things, and then it's there. So I can see, I like, you know, how you like that the linear type adventure and things like that. But it'd be nice, maybe someday we can see you play Grime and school us all on it. Would be awesome.
Yeah,
right?
Ninja's the only one here that's going to leave with homework.
Oh,
play Grime, and he's got to play Blue Fire. And I actually do those are actually a good double feature. They have a very similar vibe.
Yeah. Keep in touch with me. I guess I'll be streaming 24/7 this weekend, so keep an eye on my channel.
That's right. You're not allowed to stop streaming until you beat both games. Right?
Oh my gosh!
Beat or complete? Are we talking? He has to just finish it, or he has to complete it?
I think Well, we'll see. We'll see how he does throughout the rest of the show here.
I quit.
Okay, you quit. Right?
I quit this show.
Okay, so next we're moving on here. Nice. This was just today that we got an update from Sky Climbers. They actually tweeted out, but they also have a post there on their Kickstarter page that Alpha on the PC is going to be launching March 22nd, 2022. So of course, on Twitter, everyone's looking, like you see Lord Vivek here. He's like, PC, right? And they're like, Sky Climber is like, yes. Oops. But we also have exciting news about Stadia Alpha, which will be released through a new feature called Stadia Channels. Now, for those keen-eyed people that were watching Stadia news here, you can remember back November the 1st, so a little over a month ago, on the stadia.dev website, there was a posting about this being able to, the channels was mentioned. Look at this, managing channels, being able to have developers have different slices of the game, betas and alphas and all this other stuff. So we're seeing now this start to come to fruition here. We got a blog post about it in the dev channel a little over a month ago, and now we're already seeing a developer talking about that they're using that new Stadia channels. And I believe if we asked about, I don't know if we can see the tweet, asked if it's going to be the same time, the March 22nd timeframe on Stadia. And at this point, I don't think it's been like clarified that yes, that it is going to be the same time. So it might be a little bit later. I know Death Alive was looking, I guess there's a public Trello board for them to see, and it looks like that maybe the alpha might happen a little bit later on Stadia. So that's cool. Yep, there's Lord Vivek in the chat. Yep, that's you, Lord
Nice.
Vivek. So yeah, so that's awesome to see. Like to for us to read about this and then now see it being pushed out to developers and them using
Yeah.
this new channels
And
feature.
it's kind of nice that they mentioned it even like without us talking about Stadia, right? I don't know if they
Yeah.
were aware that Lord Vivek is a Stadia fan or not, but they just brought it up, which is kind of cool that they're
Yeah.
like
Which
supportive.
I think the people at Sky Climbers know, since there was such a huge pouring of support from Stadia when this was on Kickstarter to get it funded. I think they know that probably their biggest slice of the market is going to be Stadia, as far as like fan wise and things like that. So they probably know, have a tabs on us now. They're like, someone's going to ask about Stadia. And when Lord Vivek said PC, right? They're like, this is one of those Stadia people, which they love, which is awesome.
Nice.
So again, awesome to see the great support and these features rolling out. All righty. So now we're going to move over to, this is NinjaGuy's area of expertise here. I've noticed the last couple of weeks, like you mentioned earlier, 9 to 5, you've been trying to get the upper hand, playing it on PC a bit before it comes out to Stadia next week, maybe to get good, as they say, right?
Yeah, I've been
So,
hanging out. I've been hanging out
yeah.
on their Discord and keeping up to date. Yeah, very excited.
Yeah. So you posted this today. You tweeted about 9 to 5. They've just posted here a roadmap, and it's exciting to see here. They show here, look, December 8th, Stadia early access and a new update.
Yeah.
So we've got controller support for Stadia and Steam. We got crossplay with PC, cross save. There's fixes for various different bugs and audio issues. Then it says here, due to the popular request, we're planning to run more in-game events. Ooh. Some of these events will be unique themed. For instance, we have a holiday event, Not So Silent Nights winter event, a new year, new gear, but some is going to be reoccurring as well. So I think you might have a little bit to talk about events later on, or
Well, I can talk about it now. Wait,
okay, cool.
Yeah, might as well. So so 9 to 5. So this is an like a small update that they're doing, 3.1. They're only fixing a few small things, but the really big thing about it is that they're implementing controller support, which is kind of big. But the thing is, their major update, something that will make the game a lot better, is their update on December 13th, which is update 0.4, and the community is really looking forward for that update. It's going to do a lot of adjustment, make the snipers a little bit less powerful, which is a good thing for now. And man, yeah, I've been talking to the people, and they're really excited for the Stadia community to come to them. Like they're really like positive about it, which is really crazy. Like they don't talk about, oh man, they're gonna suck because of latency and stuff. They seem to understand how Stadia work, and they can't wait because they want more people playing. They want new blood, because right now there's a lot of pro players, right, and they all play against each other. But they can't wait to get the new people in and to play it with them. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
So remind us here, the gameplay in it. Is it in teams? Like, since you've played several matches, can you kind of explain a little bit to us for that, for those that might not know?
So it's 3v3v3. So it's 3 teams playing it on one map. And let me tell you guys, the maps on there is super well crafted. I think there's 2 like official map at the moment. When there's events, they bring up some beta maps, but right now there's 2 maps, and they're so well crafted. It's incredible. And so the way it works is kind of like Rainbow Six Siege, where you have objective where you have to do stuff, and but if all the team get killed, then you lose. And other than that, the big difference between Siege and 9 to 5 is that the time to kill is a little bit longer, so it takes a little bit longer to kill those people. So the strategy is very different, and in this game, the first game I played, I was able to get like 2 kills in the game. Meanwhile, in Siege, I was able to get like 2 kills throughout my whole time that I played the game. So
Yeah.
it's very different. I like it. It's very up my alley. And you have like a screenshot right there that you should probably talk about. It's very interesting stuff.
Well, again, you found this. I think.
Yeah.
Let me see if we go here. Yep, you tweeted out Stadia Swag in 9 to 5. So we go back through here to the official post here, and we can see look at that old patchy Cloud Edition and the MLCR Cloud Edition. So we were talking about this in the pre-show here before we went live and on Discord as well. It's like we'd love to see like these Stadia themed items and stuff like that in games like PUBG. They've got a Stadia hoodie, and we were talking about the other day trying to list all the different games that have something Stadia themed, and I think this is good. Like this is just like an awesome little like hello and an incentive. It's free to play, right? So the game doesn't cost you a dime here.
Exactly. So I asked them how you unlock these skin, and the
Mhm.
first person told me that you have to pay money for them. So
Mhm.
that's what I tweeted. But then 9 to
Okay.
5, the developers, they replied back and they said that
Mhm.
those skins were totally obtainable without paying. So you can actually unlock them
Oh.
in another way. Yeah.
Oh,
Not sure
Oh.
how, but yeah, you can get them for free in some kind of way.
Well, that's good. I mean, as long as there's, you have two different ways, and I'm sure like it's just like cosmetic stuff on there too. So it's not like a pay to win type scenario. So I
Mhm.
think that's cool. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
And in 2 weekends, they planned out a tournament. So anyone who started playing the game on Stadia, they can go ahead if they find that they're good enough on the game, they can participate in the tournament. So I'm gonna get the post in here and put it
Okay.
in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Put it in the chat there. I can pull that up. Yeah, that would be great. And we know that the Winter Community Championships are coming up. That might be a good
Right.
game for the Winter Community Championships. I don't have any news on that, but I'm just thinking out loud here. That might be something that, again, free to play, so anybody can play it. Won't cost a dime, and that would be pretty awesome.
You've got a good point. Let's talk after the show, John. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, just as a reminder, while NinjaGuy X is getting that link here, we're giving away two lucky people are each going to win a Stadia game of their choice. I see that we've had an entry or two while we've been talking, and the
Mhm.
news is almost done. And what's going to come up next after the news is we're going to have a Stadia community interview. And while that's happening, we're going to make sure we check all the names, all the entries. And then once the interview is done, we'll come back and give away those games. So, two lucky people are going to be walking away with game of their choice. So, good luck to everybody. And also, don't forget, we're going to be giving away that play and watch kit. Google TV, so that's awesome, and you get to pick your color. Like the Chromecast with Google TV, you can pick whatever color that they have your choice there. Same with the controller. Last month's winner they chose Wasabi. I think the sky blue and Wasabi, and then you get that optional Ethernet adapter. You get that as well. So good luck. All you have to do to enter that one is !raffle on my channel here, youtube.com/4 Scars Gaming. And I see lots and lots of people joining in. And yeah, thank you so much. And please don't forget, wherever you're watching this, if you're enjoying today's show, hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell. Stadium Connect North happens every Friday starts at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and we generally go on for what seems like a couple hours. That's our norm so far, and we really love all the love and support that we've been getting from everybody. So thank you so much, and yeah. So let's go on. Were you able to find the link? Were you looking for a link or?
Yeah, I sent it over
Oh,
on there. Yeah, it's on in the chat now.
oh, in the chat on
Yeah,
the
yeah. I wanted
stream.
to send it on
Oh,
the
okay.
chat. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. No worries. Okay. Good. So we've got that. So we're moving right along here. Let's go back And I think, you know what? That's let's move that. That's the end of our news here.
Aw,
We're
but I
gonna
wanted
we're gonna
more.
close that. No, there's lots
Yeah.
and lots of news. People haven't saw our beautiful faces for almost an hour now. That's lots and lots of news.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody. Again, thank you so much. So next we're gonna play. It's a pre-recorded interview with the Stadia community. Rebellica. I've learned her name and I can pronounce it well. I've had troubles all over the past how many months now, but I've got it straight here. So we sat down earlier this week, spoke with Rebellica, and just talked. Get a little bit info, talked about like gaming and Star Wars and things like that. And you know what? I'm going to go here and you'll see. And we are going to get people's names into the draw. And when we come back, we'll be giving away those games. So here we go. Alrighty. And now my favorite segment of the show. It's the Stadia community interview. And this week, we've got a guest here. Now, let me make sure. I've always had a hard time pronouncing her name on streams when she's either won things or giving a shout out. Rebellica. Did I get
Yes.
that right? Yes.
Yes.
All righty. Welcome. And I'm glad that you're able to come today. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Oh, good, good. All right. So, as you know, here with the this segment here, we're just getting to know people in the Stadia community from around the world. So, if you want to maybe start out by just telling us a little bit about yourself and maybe how you got into gaming, some of your favorite games, and we'll kind of go from there.
Okay. Well, I live in Ontario, kind of near London.
Mhm.
Uh, but I grew up like near Goderich, which most
Mhm.
people know where Goderich is, but that's not actually where I lived. um, and it's just near there, and it's kind of out in like a rural area.
Mhm.
Um, so not very good internet. When we did get internet, it was like
Yep.
dial up and really, really slow. Um, but I've always loved playing Sims games, like
Mhm.
SimCity, The Sims when it
Nice.
came out.
Mhm.
I've been playing The Sims since about a year after the original The Sims game came out.
Wow. Yeah.
So a long time. And
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
that's definitely my favorite game is The Sims.
Mhm.
Specifically The Sims 2, but now we're on to The Sims 4. Um,
Yeah, and I know like Sims has like a whole bunch of different add-ons and packs and seasons, and
oh,
there's a lot to get involved with it.
yeah, I actually looked it up yesterday. If I were to buy if I bought all the expansion packs, full price, which I
Mhm.
actually didn't play for about 6 years because I had small children and just didn't have time. But if
Mhm.
I bought all the expansion packs and DLC in Canadian dollars, it would be $1,252.51
Wow.
plus tax.
Yeah, plus tax. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So
Wow. So, oh, that's interesting to know. So, have you like what got you interested in gaming? Like, is there you just like had a natural curiosity for it, or?
um well, when I was a kid, I was in a gifted class, and we
Hmm.
had a couple of Commodore computers there.
Hmm.
This is kind of dating myself because that was way back in like early 90s.
Yep.
um, and we actually had quite a few educational games,
Hmm.
like one where you had to try to survive and leave a deserted island, like catching fish and collecting water and things like that.
Hmm.
Um, Carmen San Diego.
Yes, for sure.
And then at my school, we had the Icon computers, which people
Hmm.
from Ontario might know what that is, but otherwise you probably won't because it was something specifically made for the Ontario educational system.
Hmm.
And every school had to buy these Icon computers, but they had
Yeah.
lots of games like Robot R&D, Offshore Fishing, and I cannot remember what the title was, but it was like you played with the Bartlett family, and they were settlers, and you had to clear land and make
Right.
choices about their life and
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I've just always loved playing computer games, but mostly
Hmm.
I love simulation games. So
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Great. So let's fast forward a little bit. Then how did you learn about Stadia? Like what got you interested in Stadia?
well, my husband has been interested in it since he first heard about it, which is before it came out. So like day one, he was really interested in it. He'd already like signed up for it and everything.
Hmm.
And he's more of a traditional gamer than I am. Like he plays all
Hmm.
the shooting games, first person shooters and stuff, and
Yeah.
I don't like those. I've tried playing them. I really don't like them.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, so I like we were watching. Well, he would watch, but I would be in the same room watching too. But like
Hmm.
Stadia Cast,
Hmm.
you'd watch a lot of their shows.
Yep.
Sunny Cloud Gaming,
Yes.
he did Grid for quite a while, and I played a couple of
Hmm.
times. I'm not nearly as good at the racing games as my husband, but they're fun.
Yep. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, and they're just kind of so he's had a pro account since I think day one, and
Hmm.
um, uh, I would occasionally play under his account. And then I got my own account, and I had a pro
Hmm.
account too for a couple of months. But I wasn't playing nearly as often. So we have two kids, and they're young. They're
Yeah.
4 and 6.
Hmm.
So I just don't have a lot of time to game.
Right. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. And for those that don't know, your husband is another Stadia community member. He
Yes.
goes by. I'll let you mention it here.
I believe his name on this is Granite.
Yeah, yeah. Granite T Rock. Yeah,
Granite T Rock.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
There's some
yep.
variation of that.
Yeah, and I know we've spoke back and forth quite a bit over the past several months. I know Granite also streamed for Caring from the Clouds, and we
Yep.
also streamed Ember together and
Hmm.
things like that. And it's just amazing to find out. It's like, well, wait a second. So I'm here in Toronto, and you guys are here close to London. For those that don't know, that's maybe like a couple hours away. What like maybe 1.5, 2 hour difference there. So it's very interesting to find out. Like you think that oh, there's not a lot of people that play Stadia, but then once you get online and with social media, you start to find out, well, wow, they're all are all these other different people, and some even live close to me, and just all various different backgrounds and things like that. So
Hmm.
that's very interesting to hear. So we know that you're a mom. I guess what if we would have to put a label on things, like a casual gamer. You don't have a lot of time, but when you do,
Hmm.
you like to play simulation games and things like that. So
Yes.
I would venture to say, like, one of the things you like about Stadia is like the accessibility, like the ease of use. And would that be correct? Or
Yeah, I can play that like on any of our TVs because they've all got
Mhm.
the uh, uh,
Chromecast?
that's it. I couldn't think of the word.
Yep.
I kept thinking Comcast, but that's not right.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
yeah, I used to do tech support for Comcast a long time ago, so that's why I always get it
Oh, okay. Yeah.
mixed up in
Yeah.
my head.
Yep.
Yeah, so I can use that on any of our TVs or on my laptop, or I can use it on my computer downstairs, but my computer downstairs is so old that
Mhm.
it's not very good quality.
Oh. So, not to put you on the spot or anything here, is there like any, again, so we know you like simulation type games. So, is
Yeah.
there like any games in particular that you like on Stadia that you find yourself playing more often than others? Or
Well, I really liked 100 Days. I played that
yes.
quite a few times.
Hmm.
I played Family Feud a few times.
Yep.
And it actually reminds me a little bit of when I played Reach for the Top when I was in school. Um,
Yeah.
and I can't remember um, uh, what's the title of that game called again? Humankind. I've played a few times.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Humankind. Yeah, definitely. That's I started to play that. That's definitely a game where you've got to put like a lot of time into and invest in, because it's not one of those where you just, play it for a little bit and you're done with it. But
Right,
yeah,
and that's really hard to come back to it if you only can play for like half an hour and then you can't play for a week.
yeah.
And you come back and
Yes.
like, what was I doing with this again? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yep, I'm the exact same way. That if I go away from it, especially if the game's like involved, like humankind there, and like you said, if you come back a week later, you're like, okay, wait a second, what was I doing? What are the controls again? So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely understand that.
And
So
then,
wow,
and the other one is, I think is Baldur's Gate
yep,
available?
three,
Yeah.
yep, yep,
So
Baldur's
I
Gate
haven't
3.
played that, but my husband was telling me how it worked, and I'm like, "Oh, I
Hmm.
thought it was like one of those like a fighting game where you have to actually use the controls to fight." And he's like, "No,
Hmm.
it's like playing an RPG and it like rolls the
Yes,
dice." I'm like,
right.
"Oh, well, I probably would like that then. I like playing D&D."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Again, that's another game I started, but I didn't like. I've got to find someone else like to play along with to be able to, because I actually got stuck and I was like,
Mhm.
where do I go? Like I can't get out. I know where I need to go, and I ran around in circles, and finally I was like, after an hour, it's like, oh, I'll come back to it. But then it's been months later, and I haven't come back. So at this point, I'm just going to start fresh
Yeah.
so that I just remember, because months later I'll have no idea what's going on and definitely don't know what to do and where to go.
Yeah.
So another question that we like to ask here, and actually NinjaGuy X said, this is a question I've kind of put into my interviews here as well. Is like, tell us something maybe interesting about yourself that the Stadia community doesn't know. Like, is there anything unique? Like, I know we talked with, like, a couple weeks ago, we talked with Aswe, and he learned to play the NES and the Super NES with a controller upside down, which was
Mhm.
kind of unique. Do you have any like interesting little tidbits of information about yourself, or something people would find unique or interesting?
Well, one thing is I use a trackball instead of a mouse. Um,
Oh, okay.
and part of it is that I I've had problems with like tendonitis in my wrist, and
Hmm.
I have really bad wrists,
Hmm.
so I get a lot of wrist pain when I'm using a mouse a lot,
Oh, okay.
and especially when I was pregnant, I always got carpal tunnel, which is a lesser known pregnancy symptom, but it was
Oh, okay.
so bad I couldn't I
Hmm.
could barely drive, like it was really bad. So I use a
Wow.
trackball where I barely have to move my thumb for
Oh,
with the ball. Um,
wow.
and unfortunately, my trackball right now, the right mouse button isn't working,
Mhm.
so I'm having problems with it.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so I've tried using for myself, using a trackball. I guess for me, like I just found it a little different and awkward, but I could see how like that would be, useful there for you, where you're just using your thumb there to move the ball around in the cursor without having to move your whole hand around
Mhm.
on the screen. Wow.
And just even the shape of it is more natural too,
Hmm.
because it has like your hand is on a bit of an angle, and
Yeah.
I can actually put the trackball on my lap if because I have problems with my shoulder sometimes too,
Hmm.
so I can put it lower down and use it there instead of having to put my arm up on the table. Um,
Wow.
it's
That's
just to me, it's way easier, and I'm used to using a trackball again from school. The
yeah.
Icon computers had a trackball
Yep.
on them, so
Right. Yeah, exactly.
so that's like I used one of those before I had a home computer. So
Right.
like using a mouse was kind of like, oh, what would I do with these buttons? Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like a foreign to you because you're used to using the trackball,
and the
which makes
action button on
which
that.
total
So yeah,
sense. Yeah, and the action button. Yeah, it makes total sense. So it's like it's what you're used to, and then when you try to change to something different, it's like, no, that doesn't feel right. Like that's like foreign and odd. But yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome. That's very interesting to learn that about you.
And
Wow.
you may notice from my icon, it's from The Sims. There's a Star Wars expansion or a pack for it. So I'm a huge Star Wars
Oh,
fan, like
okay.
huge Star Wars fan. And I do like costuming and stuff for Star Wars too. I was in the
Hmm.
Rebel Legion for a while, but I haven't had time to do anything for
Oh.
6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
um,
wow.
and yeah, so I have actually I did buy the Star Wars game from Stadia, but I haven't had a chance
Oh,
to play
okay.
it, and it's not
Oh,
really the
okay.
type of game I'd like to play.
Play.
But I
But it
kind
was
of
Star
wanted,
Wars, though, right?
but it was
Yeah.
Star Wars, so I wanted to
Yeah.
play just so I could like make a droid.
Yeah. That's awesome. So okay, so for those watching, you're a big Star Wars fan. Now,
Mhm.
I like Star Wars, but I'm nowhere near a big fan. So I'm just gonna ask you, like, what is your favorite movie out of all the Star Wars movies?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so then I guess the next natural question is, what makes that your favorite?
Actually, it's Leia. It's Princess Leia.
Oh,
She
okay,
was
yeah,
always my favorite growing up. I was devastated
hmm,
when Carrie Fisher died. Um,
yeah, that was sad to hear.
and yeah, but it's always been like she was just so amazing in that movie. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's always been my favorite.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm sure there's Star Wars fans watching it now here in the chat. Wow, that's very interesting. Well, it was great talking with you. I know you're very busy, and I won't keep you longer here. We do appreciate you taking the time talking to us here,
Mhm.
and just a big shout out. Thank you to yourself and your husband for all the support that you both give, not only myself but NinjaGuy X as well. You're
Mhm.
on the Four Scars Gaming Discord, you and your husband as well, and
Yep.
very active. And it's great to see conversing with the community, sharing and things like that. It's so awesome to see that. And I
I
just
am.
wanted to.
I was gonna say have started
Mhm.
streaming a little bit when I am able to play games. So it's
Oh,
very.
okay.
It's not. This is the problem. Is it's not a regular stream. It's like as I
Right.
have time to do one. So it might be in the middle of the
Mhm.
day. It might be 11 o'clock at night. Um,
Right.
but I do have a streaming channel. It's not the same channel I use, or it's not the same account I use on YouTube to comment on things. So
Oh, okay.
it's Rebellica_gaming.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
The
put that
channel.
in the description
Yeah, I'll
of,
send you a
the
link
video
to
here.
that.
Perfect. Yeah, and we'll add that to description. That way, we'll know people can find you there and just check out your channel. And totally understand that a busy life. We all have lives here, so you're
Hmm.
just able to stream, when you can, and so that'd be
Hmm.
interesting for others to follow you and check you out.
Yep, and Megatronics is, or I don't know how to pronounce her name,
Mhm.
Meg.
Meg. Yeah.
She, I do watch her streams quite a bit. It's very
Yes.
rare to find a gamer who's female actually,
Yeah.
unless you're
Yeah.
watching
Yeah. That
Sims.
is
The
right.
Sims streamers, there's
Right.
lots of them, but other games, not so much.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, Meg is an awesome, awesome person as well. We're gonna try and see if maybe we can get her on Stadium Connect North one of these times here. I know again she's busy. She's in Canada as well here,
Mhm.
so just another Canadian member here, and an overall great person. We played. I watch her streams as well, but we also played back in the summer with Rainbow Six Siege, the Stadia community event, and it was fun. Just a great time, and yeah, Meg's a great person, and a great like you said, like you mentioned there, like it's rare to find like a female streamer that's not you know streaming. Like if it is, it's like Sims or those traditional games, but it's great. Yeah, Meg has a
Yeah.
whole variety of different games that she streams and things like that, and it's fantastic to see.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you again so much, and I appreciate your time.
Oh, no problem. Thanks.
All right.
All
And take care.
right.
Whoa. Well, since John is muted, hi guys, welcome back.
No, a big thank you to Rebecca for taking that time and talking with me earlier this week. It's so great just to find all the different personalities and things like that of like people all around the world that in the Stadia community come from all different types of backgrounds, and like Rebecca like Star Wars and simulation games, and we learned like a lot about her. Like she's a mom, she's got two kids, so she likes Stadia for the simplicity, the ease of use. her and her husband Granite T Rock, they game together and things like that. So it's just really, really great to be able to talk to various different people and just learn interesting things about them.
Yeah, and her channel almost tripled in subscription right now. So you guys, thank you so much. It's very appreciated of you guys to do that.
Yep, that is awesome. So I guess now we had a couple of entries into our giveaway here, but now we're going to go ahead. So this is going to be, let me bring it up on my end here. This is for Stadia game of your choosing. So we're going to pick 2 winners. And again, this is a compliment of Jack Deslip. Thank you so much, Jack, for donating these prizes that we're able to give away today on Stadium Connect North. We really do appreciate that. So, as part of the giveaway here, these people that have been entered, you had to have responded to a Twitter thread and let us know what game you want, and then tag a friend. Also, as part of it is stipulated in there, you got to be a subscriber to both myself and NinjaGuy X on YouTube. Here, this is a subscriber giveaway. So we didn't go and verify everybody right away, but for sure, because we have, I think, like 100 people that are listed here. So, and again, you have to be here to claim your prize. So you've got to be watching and claim your prize, and then we just verify the subscription before we give those games away. So just want to make sure everybody's clear on that. So we're gonna go here. So here we go. We're going to spin the good old wheel here. So 100% random. Everybody's got a fair chance here. And here we go.
Good luck, everyone.
Yep. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Our first winner is... Let's see
from here. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Holla, holla.
Mr. Paul.
It's our mate. It's our mate from the UK, Paul. Mr. Bayram. Are you here, Paul?
Let us know what game you got at the same time. I can't remember which one you choose.
Yeah.
If you're here.
Let us know. Paul is a lucky duck.
Yeah.
He's a lucky. Look
There
at
he
that.
is.
There's Paul.
He is.
Congrats,
He's
Paul.
laughing. Congrats, Paul. Congratulations. Look at that, Paul. It pays to be up early Saturday morning. Or no, actually it's late. It's late Friday night in the UK.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's maybe about 10:45 at night there, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Don't go away. We've got another
That's right. Another
one.
giveaway here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get Paul, remove Paul's name from there. Look at that. It's gone. All right. So we've got all these delicious names here, all entered in here, and we're gonna roll away. I love how that was kind of like a delayed response from the site there for the winner. So let's see here.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, you know why? Oh, there we go. Oh,
Stadia
look at
Pro
that.
Gaming.
Pro Gaming.
SPG. SPG here. Now remember, you've got to be here present to claim your prize watching. Stadia Pro Gaming.
Mr.
Stadia
William.
Pro Gaming here.
So meanwhile, Paul is getting chorus. So a very nice decision.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Paul.
Yes.
So we're going to give SPG a couple of seconds here.
Yeah.
And just to make sure, and unfortunately, if William isn't watching, then we're going to have to choose another winner here. We want to make it fair. In the meantime, if you haven't already entered to win the Play and Watch Google TV Kit ! Raffle on my channel here, fourscarsgaming.com. And I don't see SPG. I don't think he's here.
Nope.
Maybe the cowboy will have another chance there, as he's saying.
Yeah,
in the
that's
chat.
all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and remove William's name here. Sorry, my friend, but we got to keep it honest and fair for everybody. And here we go. Clickety click. Let's see. It's like Wheel of Fortune.
Who's next? Yeah.
Who's this? Imagine it was the cowboy. Oh, so close.
Oh, Miss T22.
Miss T22. So is Miss T22 in the chat?
I think I saw her.
give
Not
it,
too
give us
long
a
ago.
holler, Miss T22. Remember, you've got to be here and watching in the chat, present.
Misty22 asked for chorus, so another
Yeah.
chorus one. So
Let's
there
see.
let's
she
Oh,
is.
see.
Miss T. There's Miss T22.
Perfect.
All
Double
righty.
Congrats.
chorus
So,
winners.
yeah, double chorus. Wow, that's the game du jour, I suppose we say here, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
congratulations to everybody, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Jack, for supplying these prizes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have more giveaways.
Yeah.
We've got one more giveaway on today's show, but next week we'll have some more giveaways as well. So if you
Yeah.
didn't win today, don't worry. We'll have more to give away.
Yeah. Cowboy says it's rig. No, it's not rig. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Anthony's just mad he didn't win. You're gonna have to buy Chorus, my friend. You came to my stream this morning, so I think you're gonna get Chorus.
Mhm.
So yeah. Oh, SPG.
Yeah, SPG. I saw
You missed
that.
it.
You
Oh,
missed your
I'm
chance.
sorry. Alrighty. Well, so I guess now we're gonna move on to the community
Oh.
news here.
Let's see here.
I think that's our good friend here, Mr. NinjaGuy X,
Yeah.
aka PLA. Not like Vivi likes to call you Plop.
Plop.
All in
I
good
love it.
fun, right?
So funny.
All in good fun. Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, we're now in the section where we're going to talk about stuff that happened in the community. So all of our friends here, just awesome stuff that happened. This is something, John, that I just added. I didn't even mention to you. I hope I don't get banned or fired from this
Okay.
thing. But no. So Stadia posted a new tweet this afternoon. Well, for me, it was this afternoon. And it's they said, tag your favorite member of the Stadia community and tell us why. We're looking for more people to follow. So this is similar to the tweet that they did about 4 weeks ago, where they talked about tag your favorite streamer or something like that, your favorite content creator here, and it's pretty cool. We got a lot of tags here. So I was surprised at how many people has tagged me, which is like so appreciated, And for Scarves here is a few times. We got some known people. We got, and now your mama knows, who tweeted a bunch of people here. He tweeted for Ryzak, Squids Gaming, all of these good people. So, it's very nice of them. I put some gifts in there. It's fun when they do these kind of posts because you get to know more of the people out there. And I like us also to mention that every week on Reddit they do something like that also, similar to that, where you can actually post about your favorite content creator, which is nice. It's nice to put the word out there to people. So I love it. So next up is something very cute. So Mr. Fletch here, PSX Reviews, got his newborn a few days ago. Mrs. Olivia, little baby, born on December 1st, 2021 at 6:54 p.m.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fletch. So Fletch, his nickname is PSX Reviews, but it's very much active in the Stadia community. So don't get fooled by his name. He's very into it. But he's been he's been talking a lot about his new baby born before and after he got her, and it's very nice to see people talking about that. Like he's I think has some free time right now, he told me, but he has like 4 hours of sleep. He had 4 hours of sleep in 48 hours, so he's probably going to pass out pretty soon. I see that he's talking there, so
yeah.
Congratulations, Fletch.
Congratulations.
So next up, we've got something very interesting got from Bryant. Bryant is again someone very well known in the community. He does news, Stadia news, and cloud gaming news, and he posted something very interesting with numbers. Actually, I think Jack the Slit would be very proud of him. But he calculated some stuff, and what do we see here is that the value and the amount of game you got for every type of subscription this year. So with PlayStation Plus, you got 37 games with a $1,430 of value. Stadia, we got 57 games with $1,573. And then we got games with gold, which I didn't even know it still existed, with 44 games, $969. So as you can see here, the amount of value with Stadia is incredible. They're doing a great job at bringing games on Stadia Pro compared to other service. I'm not saying that the other service are bad though, because PlayStation Plus brings a lot of AAA games every month. So I know that Fletch has been playing a lot of Hell Let Loose, I think it's called, on PlayStation, and it was one of the pro games. So it's all about like what value is for you for the games that are on the service. But it's fun because we get a lot of varieties with Stadia, right? And it's very cool to see that Stadia is pushing that a lot. You guys have any thought on that, John or Aswi?
Well, I see. I think that's great because, as we remember, Stadia Pro, Google first said you're going to get 1 to 2 games a month, and that was like quickly broken. And we're constantly getting more games, 3 to 4 games a month, probably even more. I'm sure if we went to InLead's Stadia Pro Game Monitor, we'd be able to find out what the average is. But I think it is incredible value, and it's. Google's doing the right thing there by pushing the service and giving you an incredible amount of games and value for that price. And I see even like in the chat here, Fletch is saying here, games with gold is awful. I never claim all the games on there. So so I see Robert as well. He doesn't. The games with gold still exist, but might as well get rid of it. So I really do think. Oh, look, there's InLead. Speak of the devil, his ears must be burning. 4.5 pro games on average a month. Thank you so much. So awesome that InLead's able to be in the chat here. Look at that. So
another stat guru, for sure.
Yes, and a very valued. Stadia community member. I mean, everybody is, but it's great to see like he got recognition on Stadiaversary from Google himself for the Stadia Pro Game Monitor. So that's awesome to hear.
It's very important to appreciate people who does that much work, right, for nothing. So it's very appreciated. What about you, Aswi? What do you think of this value that we're getting?
It's amazing. We're getting almost 5 games a month. We should be actually getting another one if I just remembered, if I observed correctly. No, we should be getting Unto the End on December 10th.
Yeah.
So that would crank it up to 58. But I think what's great about just the games we get on Stadia Pro is the variety. I think we talked about that last week when we were talking about the Stadia Pro games. We get a lot of different genres and things that we would not normally play. I know you mentioned that PS Plus gets a lot of AAA games, but I do find they sometimes are the same or the same type of game. Like I said, Stadia Pro brings a lot of variety, and we get surprise drops like Wavetail. Yeah,
exactly. And you're right. It's good to try games that you weren't aware of. That's very true. So let's jump onto the next one. All right, John, let's jump on to the next one. We don't care about John. So, no, there's something very interesting that John has talked about. So here he says there's a Stadia branded hoodie you can wear in Farming Simulator 22. Now, only if I could buy this in real life. So very cool shirt here that, as you can see, it's a cool shirt, cool mustache too, but you
like that? I want to let you know if SPG is still watching here, that's in homage to SPG and his mustache there, right? So shout out to him. So I don't know, a couple people noticed, if you go ahead and close the picture there for a second, in my tweet, now this was actually, I didn't do this on purpose, but a couple of people thought like it was a Freudian slip. In there I say, now if iCloud only could buy this, instead of could, I put cloud.
Oh, no way.
Look up there. If iCloud buy this, oh
my gosh.
Nice.
And I just played it off cool, like I did that purposely, but those watching here know the truth here now. It was totally by accident, but it's awesome. Like, I love the games we see, 9 to 5, PUBG, Farming Simulator.
It kind of brought it up the community now, we were trying to find like what other place has cosmetic for Stadia,
Mhm.
and then we've got Hitman. I'm trying to find the tweet,
Oh
but we got
yeah,
Hitman with the
Hitman.
ducky
Yep.
with the color, and then
Mhm.
there's something else. I think you just mentioned it actually, Creta,
Yep.
which is cool. Like
Yeah.
it's very rare, but
Mhm.
very nice that 9 to 5 we're getting some new cosmetic now.
Yeah. So that's cool. So I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up is Jack the Slit is wishing congratulations to Plastic Boy. Plastic Boy, we don't see him on stream a lot, but
Mhm.
Plastic Boy is very into collecting achievements, and he just reached a milestone, and
Mhm.
he's now number 1 in the global leaderboard of Stadia Hunter. So let's just go on Stadia Hunter here and have a look. So he did that this week, and he's been working so hard this year to get there, and it's incredible. So he is now at
Wow.
4,287 achievement in total, and as you can
Wow.
see, like in 2021 there, he's been working a lot. I wish we could see the November, because November he's been pushing a lot to pass this,
Mhm.
and he
Wow.
just achieved that. I can see that
So
Jack the Slip is also
yeah, my question is number 2, Canadian Stadium 34. Do we know who that is?
So I'm not sure. I've been looking looking into it. Yeah, a fellow Canadian, right?
Yeah.
But he's been inactive for at least I see at least 6 months. Like we haven't seen him play. So I think he moved on to other things. And
Mhm.
so right now, Plastic Boy's biggest threat is Endeavor, which is at 3,340. Endeavor is the
Wow.
creator of this website, so of course
Yeah.
he likes to push on this. And yeah, guys, if you're into achievement, it's a very cool place. Stadia Hunters has a Discord. If you're not aware, and it's a very cool place to hang out and talk about the trophies, and people are very nice. So have a look if you're into achievements. Stadia Hunters is definitely the place.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like to advertise it because I like it a lot. There's other achievement website out there, but
Mhm.
All right. So next up, we got Gem. So Gem is planning to bring. I'm planning to bring captures of Stadia back as a series. You can share your amazing or hilarious or whatever captures you think is worth sharing. Your Stadia name will be in the video. You can also choose to put your YouTube channel on there as well. So it's kind of cool. So Gem is opening up other people to send videos, funny captures, of things that you did on Stadia. So if you're interested to get some of your funny captures, go ahead and post them. I'd be interested to see what kind of silly things you guys as did, or what kind of um, weird situation or weird glitch happened on your end. So that's cool. I'm gonna post
Yeah.
the
The
tweet
link.
here. Yeah, so you can have
Okay.
a look and
Yeah, that's
post some of
awesome.
your silly things. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what Gem has there is you just click on the Google Doc and you share the links to your captures. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
So
awesome.
oh,
So
I can share this.
yeah, yeah, interesting to see what comes of it. And like Jem said, he's bringing it back. I think Mr. Sense also did something similar earlier this year as well. So it's just great to see the community working together, sharing each other's content, and I'll be looking forward to see Jem's video here of all those collaborations of everything, all the
Yeah,
different videos.
and something else that he announced that I don't have here is that he's starting to do short review videos on
Oh
his
yes,
channel,
yeah,
which
yep,
I very much appreciate, because I think that we do need a lot more Stadia reviews of games. So he
yep,
he just released Wreckfest yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's a very good review. Like I'm very impressed by what he did. So guys, have a look at this new series from Gem. And also, Gem has discovered a new feature from Stadia. Well, not a feature, but more like a workaround for when you do a public party chat. This has been known, I think, since October, mid October. But Gem has created a nice video here just to show you guys how it works. So, for example, when you look at your oh crap, I went to another video. Okay, so when you look at the public party list that you have, you're limited to a certain amount of games here. But what you can do, you can actually start the game and then go back in the public party chat, and you can select your game there. So any multiplayer games that you have on Stadia, you can start a public party chat. And you know what? I'm also going to put the video here for you guys right here, so you can have a look if you're interested to try any public party for games that you haven't seen in your list. Next up is Original Penguins. If you guys all know him, I'm pretty sure. So what Original Penguin does, what he's famous for, is his pixel counting. So every now and then, he's gonna go ahead and let us know how much frame per second the game is, and tell us if the game is 4K, only 1080, and stuff like that, which is very interesting to know. Lately, he's been his latest one is Destroy All Humans. But he did Wreckfest, he did Transformers Battleground. So this one it doesn't have 4K. And once again, you know what? I'm going to put another link here.
Yeah, definitely. Adam is an awesome individual too. He does a lot of work, like you said, too. Does those pixel counts, and people submit screenshots and videos for Adam to check out. And it's interesting because there's a lot of people like you show here. He's got a database. There's a lot of people that are interested to find out like what resolution each game is and the frame rate and all that good stuff. And Adam's got this amazing database of knowledge that you can go to your heart's content. And he also has Adam has a Discord as well.
Yes.
Where he puts his requests for the games that he's missing, and basically all you do is like there's submit like a couple screenshots and some videos to him, and then he goes to town and has fun here and gets all this information. You can see here, look, pro features. You got the 4K mode. Does it have HDR, 5.1 surround sound? Like all these awesome bits of information that people like to know and find out about the games.
Exactly. Lots of effort is put into this, and it's another thing. It's another member we need to appreciate because he's a dime of a dozen, as English people would say. So yeah. So next up, so Cloud Gaming. Cloudy with a Chance of Games is having a Cloud Gaming Award session. And I don't know if he did that last year, but it's pretty fun. So what you can do,
they did. So this is their second annual Game Awards for Cloudy, and they just tweeted this, I guess, earlier this week here.
Okay, and so so what you can do is go on the website and vote to win for the game, or the content creator to win a nomination. So they have very cool. Interesting list here. So Game of the Year, Indie Game of the Year, Best Ongoing Game, and then if you go lower, you got Streamers of the Year, Content Creator of the Year. Wink, wink. John Scar is here, so as you can see, you can vote.
This is a paid advertisement by John.
Exactly. Soundtrack. I already voted for everything, and I really like the list. I think I agree with pretty much everything that they've put in the top 5 here. So,
well, I noticed here in the chat here, not to cut you off, Rebecca was mentioned here. I could only vote on about half of the topics. She makes a good point there. Like, you don't have to vote on everything, and that's good that they have that option there. You can only vote for whatever you want. So if you want to just vote for Game of the Year and it's all across all platforms, you can do that. Like, you could just vote for that and then be done with it. You don't have to vote under each category, which I know some websites make you do that in order for your votes to count.
Yeah.
So this is really good. Like, if you want to go in and just say, I like Guardians of the Galaxy or Far Cry, let's say Far Cry 6 the best for Game of the Year, vote for that and you're done with it.
Yeah, exactly. What would be your Game of the Year out of these 5 points there? Out of curiosity.
Village.
Hands
down. Yeah. It's debating still if it's my top game of the year altogether, but it's of those, it's definitely number 1.
Yeah, nice. I think I voted for Guardians of the Galaxy. I haven't played any of these games. I did play a little bit of Far Cry 6, but I've watched some Guardians of the Galaxy streams, and it's definitely
Guardians
something.
Guardians is very good.
Yeah.
Excellent
Yeah.
narrative. I love the art direction in it and the music. The
Oh,
music's
yeah.
phenomenal.
Definitely.
So yeah, I that's Canadian made too. So
Oh, wow. I wasn't aware.
yeah,
Very cool.
Eidos Montreal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yep. L'Oreal.
Quebec has a lot of good developers there
Oh,
now.
they do.
That's
Like one of
crazy.
the hot spots in Canada, like
Definitely.
BC, Quebec, and Ontario. I mean,
Mhm.
throughout the country, but yeah, Quebec has a ton of great developers.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So last but not least, so here we've got a Stadia employee called Gray. Hopefully, I'm not massacring this name, but it's Gracie Perch Severo. So so Gracie says today is my. You know what? I'm gonna pull out the Instagram one because it's a
Yeah,
lot
pull
more
up the
detailed.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says.
colorful.
Google nails are back. Look at her nails.
Yeah.
To celebrate my first Google anniversary. So it's her first year working with Google. I never
Yeah.
dreamt of working at Google because I never felt I was good enough even to apply for a position there. When looking for a new job, I never looked at Google's open position because I always thought, meh, I would never pass all of their interviews. But then a former colleague sent me an open position for Stadia team. He knew I was a gamer, and I thought, well, what the hell? Let's do it. And here I am, 1 year later, working for this amazing company, supporting an incredibly innovative and awesome product. So she's very positive towards Stadia.
Yeah.
Working with publishers from games that I grew playing, super fangirl. I surrounded by supportive and kind colleagues, which is maybe us, wink, wink. I always say that people love to hate Google, but I continue to admire all the effort that Google puts into making the world a better place. And Google does a lot of work. Happy first anniversary to me, first of many. So, John, I'm going to let you talk about this because I think you're more familiar with Gracie. So,
Yeah.
I'll let you open
So
up.
if you go ahead and hit the next picture there too. Yeah, there we go. So there's Stady. So her controller, she's got the name. She's named her controller Stady, and she's the developer support lead over in Germany. So that's pretty awesome to hear, and that gives people hope. You could see what she posted in there is that she never bothered to apply for the positions with Google because she wasn't qualified, and it wasn't till like a former colleague said, here's here's a position, go ahead and apply for it, and sure enough, there she is. So she's been there for a year now, and a very awesome individual, and she's active on Twitter and Instagram as well. And it's great to see. And Stadia, I would love if Google adopted that and came out with like maybe some type of a plush of Stadia or something like that. You can see
Oh my
like the
gosh.
little smirky face there. That would be so awesome. And the nails, all the different Google colors as well. That's pretty cool as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Gracie is very positive
Mhm.
towards Stadia. She's very
Yeah.
she talks a lot on Twitter. She's very public. She's very
Mhm.
much on social. So it's very nice to follow her and see what she has to talk about. Kind of like Grace. Grace has a lot of presence on Twitter. So
Mhm.
it's cool to
Yeah.
see these people talk like that.
It is awesome. Yeah. So that is looks like that's gonna finish up our community news.
Exactly. So let me just look at the spreadsheet because I'm not sure what's next. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do our usual end of the show where we're gonna open the mic to the chat. So guys, just talk about anything. We're gonna read the chat and see what you guys have all about to talk about. If you have any questions to us, go ahead. But to start with, we're gonna open the subject to Scar. The scarf.
Scarf. Yep.
Scarf.
Scarf.
I'm too used to say your name, but scarf. So the game, I guess it's a controversy. So what do you guys think? guys think that Scarf is going to come to Stadia? Do you guys think that the mistake was just a mistake and it's never come? Something that Cowboy said very early in the chat when we start talking about it. He says that for Honor, the same kind of mistake happened, and we never saw the game yet. Yep. So you never know. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know. So what are you guys' opinion on that?
Well, yeah. It'd be interesting to find out in the chat there too. I see exception saying John Scar F. Yeah, I had to contact Handy Games and get them. Originally, it was going to be called Scar, but I had them to drop the R and add the F. Right, kind of like what WWF had to do when they changed their name to WWE. I remember their slogan was "Get the F out." Right, so then they changed their name. So this is reverse. It's get the R out and add the F. So,
exactly.
So I think kind of what I talked about earlier. To me, I think because Handy Games acknowledged it and publicly said that no, it's not coming out on the 23rd, but we've got more news on Monday. So I think if we don't hear about it Monday, then it might not look too well. But every piece of every vibe here, my body's telling me that someone got a spanking and they released the info too early here, and we'll hear about it Monday.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't mind putting my screen on the thing, and we can show maybe some Scar gameplay while we talk about it. Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go.
Yep. Robert says, "Put the F in." Yeah.
Put the F in.
Yeah. Flesh says Ubisoft said For Honor isn't coming anymore, so it was confirmed. Maybe I wasn't into Stadia around that time. I don't recall that, but yeah. Anthony says, "Yeah, I was disappointed when they made the correction that For Honor isn't coming for Stadia." Yeah, For Honor was a very big game, so it's interesting to see that they didn't do it.
Yeah. So I know, you watched the developer stream here this morning too, very intently. What were your thoughts on the game here?
One of the questions I had for them was what their influence was, because I had a suspicion I knew what the influence was, and then they said it. They said their influence was Grime.
Nice.
Nice.
And this very much looks like an evolution of Grime, which is a beautiful, relaxing game. Also by Spanish developers, and this Scarf is also by a Spanish studio. And
nice.
Spanish studios in general have been knocking it out of the park with really nice, relaxing 3D platformers. So you've got Scarf now, Grime, Arise, even to these are really, really good, relaxing games. And I would
say Wavetail would be part of that too, eh? Like the kind of relaxing type of game.
Yeah, and I think it lends itself to be on Stadia because it looks like one of those games that could be for all ages too.
I'm watching this here, and it's so awesome. The way that your character can use the scarf to do so many different things, like flying and as a weapon. And wow, this looks awesome. I definitely will be. I'm going to say right here now, I'll be disappointed if this does not come to Stadia, because this is a perfect game for the platform, and would be awesome.
Yeah. So, and Now Your Mama Knows says his most anticipated game of the year has been Death Carnival, and you know what? I'm so excited for this game too. You know what? Let me put some Death Carnival in here.
Yeah, let's see if we can hear Death Carnival.
Yeah. So John, how about you? Are you pretty excited about it?
Oh, for sure. Death Carnival looks awesome. These are right up my alley, these types of games, and it's just it's so awesome. We're looking at this trailer and just to see the game evolve, and it sounds awesome. Hopefully we'll hear some news soon. I'm really looking forward to talk with Herbert earlier this year, and he was super excited about Stadia and talking about how easy it is to work with Google, and they're very very nice and offer great support. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
I know that the video right now doesn't give it justice because I think now we're gonna see some gameplay. It's a top-down shooter, like that. Top-down shooter. It looks very cool. It seems like a lot lot. It seems like a very skillful kind of game where you have to use like your skills to be good at it. So
Yeah, it's awesome because like it's cross platform and cross save and cross progression, all that stuff. So like across all platforms is coming like PC, Stadia, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, everything. So you'll be able to like basically like pick it up and play wherever whatever platform you have. If you have a Switch and then you switch over, go over to Stadia while you're out or something like that, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
awesome. So yeah,
exactly.
so I see exception here.
Yeah,
Look at this.
exactly. I saw
He
that.
says we need a Stadia Connect. You know what? That's what our void is here. We're at Stadium Connect North. We give you that same thrill and experience week after week. But yeah, it would be nice. Who knows? Maybe in 2022 we might get
Yeah.
a Stadia Connect or something. Definitely, like Google is working on enhancing things. Like we see
Improving.
more of a social presence. Yeah, improving and community and events. And the Stadiaversary was awesome. Like being able to grace stream for like 2 or 3 plus hours with the community. The Stadia Discord, official Stadia Discord, has monthly events where they stream. There's one tomorrow. Jackbox Party Pack 8 tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That's going on. So, that's great. And we get the this week on Stadia every other week, and then in between we get news, and there's always something going on. And like we said before, like you might think, oh, there's not really that much news, but every time we go to look at it at when we have our meetings right before the show, like pre-show meetings and the day before to go over and cover what we're going to talk about, there's always a ton of stuff to cover. So it's awesome.
We always have to
Awesome.
be like, oh, I have to stop, like.
Well, I thought this was
Yeah.
going to be a light week since we weren't getting a TW this week on Stadia. So I was like, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, there's so much stuff.
Especially today, like there's like we added like 4 things. I think. Yeah.
And it's awesome. So
Rebecca is saying, I'd love if Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic came on Stadia. So Knights of the Old Republic, they're doing a remake of that.
They are.
Yeah. So it'd be nice maybe if they bring it up. Who is it made from? It's made from the same company who does Mass Effect, right?
It was originally BioWare. I'm not sure who's working on the remake, but I know that Asper, that's with the Embracer Group, so Handy Games and all that stuff, they recently put on the Switch the original Knights of the Old Republic. So just ported it over. Asper's been doing a lot of porting actually to the Switch with like Jedi Outcast, all of the older Star Wars games. So yeah, I agree. Knights of the Old Republic would be nice because I haven't played it and I've always heard amazing things about it.
Oh man, you got it. It's really good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I love the game. I haven't played the second one, but the first one there, I remember buying it on Xbox when I was a kid and loved the game. Yeah, it was great. So
I think earlier in the chat, Windstar was referring that his most anticipated was World War Z.
Oh, that's what he meant. I saw that. I saw that. I was like, what? Like, you just mentioned that World War Z. I didn't know what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
World War Z.
So that sounds good too. We know that that's coming winter. So now we don't know, like, if they go by the calendar of winter, winter doesn't technically start until December
21st.
What is it? Yeah, 21st. So it depends if the developer is going by the calendar or not. But I think we'll see the World War Z here at least like within the next couple of months. But I'm really excited for that as well. But coming immediately here, the 9 to 5, just like based upon what you've been talking about, NinjaGuy, and reading about it and things like that. That sounds like super, super fun. The 3v3v3. And you even said like you like it better than Siege. Jem mentioned that he likes it
personally
better than Siege as well, personally. Yeah, so it's good.
And then for me, like I have to like make myself like a roadmap of what I need to play. Right, like I really want to play Chorus, but I can't. I just have too much stuff that I need to play. But after 9 to 5, we've got Extraction coming out like in January.
Yeah, January 20th.
So January 20th. So
that one I'm excited to play. I want to play it
Yeah.
I want to play it solo, and I want to play it with whoever else in the Stadia community.
Oh, you can play solo. Can
Yeah,
we
there
talk
will
about
be an
that?
option to play solo. I haven't had a chance, so I did get on a technical test to try it out, and it was very interesting. So
Like,
we'll
do you get
see.
AI on your team, or are you really solo? Okay.
No, I think it's going to be fully solo, and then everything will scale. But maybe not. They may add that later, because I know with Breakpoint they added AI teammates later. So that's I don't know. That's up in the air. But yeah, Extraction looks excellent.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Helix Cloud Games just came in saying,
Yeah.
just dropping before doing disease. I know people from UK is getting pretty late, right? So
Yeah.
understandable.
Yep.
Exception also bringing up X Defiant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of Ubi stuff, that's for sure. X Defiant, Division Heartland.
Yeah.
At some point, we're getting that too.
Yeah. We just got was it Motherland?
Oh, the Motherland update on
Motherland
Breakpoint.
update from Breakpoint. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No.
they keep their live service very Heartland. There you go, Anthony.
No.
No, they keep the live service on their game very good. Like, I think we're getting some news. Well, we just got some new stuff from Far Cry 6. They just keep, like, if you're subscribed to Ubisoft Plus, it's worth the money, man. Just because,
yeah.
it's just so much stuff.
Well
On top of all the games that they already have is just crazy.
Yep. So I saw a couple people mention it, and I picked out Randy's comment here. Threada. No, it was supposed to come out this month, and I know Brian over at Nerf Report, reported on that. I think it was earlier this year, or it was last year, or whatever. I haven't heard anything about Threada for a long time. I mean, that usually means that it's not coming, but we'll see. I mean, we'll know in the next couple of weeks, but usually not hearing anything at all is not good at all. But we'll find out.
Yep.
And,
Daniel White here says, "Oh, you got Lucky Six here. Here, people, how's it going? Hey, Lucky Six. So Daniel White says, I want more Resident Evil game. John and Ninja, make it happen. All right, let's just make me pull out my phone there. I'm just gonna call my dad, who works at the Resident Evil company. So
because remember how it used to be years ago? Is like, oh yeah, my dad works at Nintendo for Japan and Mario. Now it's we work at Capcom, and we can bring whatever, right?
We are getting another Resident Evil game next year. ReVerse. So we are getting something. Maybe that'll come with something else because they made us wait. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. And I also see here, Exception says, he said something earlier. Anyway, someone talked about Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Oh, Helix.
Helix. And that's fun because they did, Ubisoft did announce a lot of older title coming in sooner or later, and we've been getting some of them. We've been getting Rogue, Child of Light, Rayman Legend, which we got recently. So it's very promising. So now we're missing just a few more titles. We're missing Far Cry Blood Dragon and Far Cry 4. I think that's about it.
Far Cry Primal.
Primal 2. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So we're just missing on the Far Cry titles, but it's cool. I think Far Cry 6, right? If you would pre-order it, you would have Blood Dragon with it.
You will get Blood Dragon. So I got an email about it saying it's not coming this year. That one's definitely confirmed for 2022.
Okay, that's cool.
I saw Califat 93 saying we need Dark Souls. There's a few options. It depends what your definition of Dark Souls is. I know that Chronos Before the Ashes is probably the closest. I think Hellbound is another one. Or Hellpoint.
Hellpoint. Yeah.
But even Blue Fire has its Souls-esque element if you want to stretch it out. Even Grime has some of the Souls elements to it.
But in terms of Dark Souls, I think that's by Bandai, right? Or
that's a Bandai Namco.
Namco. And it's possible because we got a few. We got Sekiro and what we got? Katamari Damacy. No, that's from Namco.
But Sekiro was self-published by From Software. At least for Stadia. Originally, it was published by Activision.
Did we get any Bandai Namco?
We have gotten Bandai Namco games. I don't know if we've gotten any Souls likes.
Okay.
No, I mean the Dragon Ball games, right? Bandai Namco,
Yeah. But
right?
I don't think we've gotten anything Souls related.
Oh no, I meant just the
No.
publisher.
Oh.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and I know there was a rumor either earlier this year or last year about Dark Souls coming to Stadia, but nothing's like haven't heard anything more about it. So we know with rumors, we always take those with a grain of salt.
Right.
But you never know because the Bandai Namco games, like those are like stealth drops, really. Like
Yeah.
we might find out like a day or two before ESRB ratings or
Yeah.
Maybe
you know
tonight.
whatever.
Maybe
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
So you say the Bandai Namco with the stealth drops and somebody asking for, Souls-like game. Just so you guys know, Elden Ring is published by Bandai Namco and is from software. So you never know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Grain
you
of salt,
never
though.
know.
Grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yep. Would be awesome.
So what do you guys think? Jumping on the little giveaway, guys.
Yep, I think we're gonna do the giveaway here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the bot. If you haven't already, this is your last chance! ! Raffle. If you've already won previously, you're not going to be eligible. So that means what? Mr. Bayron plays Paul. You can't win more than one in the stream here. So Paul and who else did we have here? Miss T22, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Exactly.
it, yeah.
And
Miss
if they
T22.
win, we remove their other prize. So you better not come in there. No, just kidding.
Unless I could see if Paul wins, maybe he'll donate his other prize over to SPG, and then he can claim this here.
Poor SPG.
Here's Anthony in the chat. If the Cowboy doesn't win the giveaway, we riot. So we'll see. We'll see here. All right. So I'm going to go to the bot here. There's a ton of people. Good luck, everybody. And again, remember, you've got to be present to claim your prize. This is open to anybody worldwide here. So I am going to do one last shout out and ! Raffle. I'm going to count down from 15 because I know there's a little bit delay from YouTube, and then we're going to close the giveaway. So 15, 14, 13,
64,
12,
41.
11, 10, 9, 8. We need to have like a countdown the video. We've got like 3 minutes, but we should have like a 20-second countdown. Okay, enough of me blabbing. That was enough time here.
That's just got in, so that's good.
Right. So here we go. Looks like someone got in at the last minute there.
I saw
man, lots of people actually.
Choose gaming. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Closing the giveaway. Dum. I'm looking over at my phone here in the chat, and I can see entries have stopped for the giveaway. Oh, look at that. Anthony tried to get in right before at the last. You look, Cowboy, you've been here for the whole thing, I think, and you're just waiting to the end to get in. Okay.
He's just causing trouble.
Yeah. I think he's trying to stir the pot. Okay, here we go, everybody. Cross your fingers.
Blizz is sparking.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Thank you again to Jack the Slit for donating these prizes on today's show. We really do appreciate it. Thanks so much, Jack. And remember, hit the like button. Please hit that like button. If you haven't already, give us subscribe, follow us here. And that way you'll always see all the great content from NinjaGuy X and myself. Here we go. Look at that, Ray. I think Ray's going to put Anthony in his place here and give him a little spanking.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Here we go. So the bot is going to. I'm going to click on pick winner, and let's see. In lead. Holy mackerel!
Wow.
In lead here.
He's from. Where is he from?
Germany. He's
God.
Germany. So let's see. It's I think German. It's past midnight there. Let's see. Is in lead here.
Past midnight, you're right.
Oh boy, I'm looking down at my phone. In lead. I'm looking at the bot here because if in lead even says anything, then it'll show up in the bot. In lead is here. Wow! Congratulations. Thank you so much, everybody. In lead. You know how to get a hold of me here, and we'll get that. We'll get that prize over to you. Thanks again, everybody. And for those that didn't win, I know it's a little bit disappointing, but don't worry. We are going to have even more to give away next week. So make sure you tune in every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We start, and we go for, it looks like, what, 2 hours. This is our 5th show, and every show has always been over 2 hours here, so it looks like it's the norm here. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your love, and we will see everybody real soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Have a good one, guys. See ya.
Bye.